Okay, everyone, this is the quarter-finals of the closing stage of the MX League season. We are against Cruz Azul in the first leg away from home. Araujo is back from his ban, so we have a full-strength team going into this game. The only normal player missing from the squad is our backup striker who has a injury. So Lionel Cambron has come in from the reserves. He's a young left winger. But other than that, we're pretty strong. So it's a two-legged tie. There's lots of sorting rules. I've checked what I was talking about in the previous episode about how the Mexican League works, and I think I had it totally wrong. So we'll discuss it as we go along. Anyway, we got knocked out at this stage last season on seeding positions. We shouldn't do that this season because if it ends up in a tie based on seeding, we finished first in the closing stage, so we'll be okay this time. However, it'd be nice if we could just win both games, get through smooth sailing, and on to the semi-final stage. So let's get stuck into it. So nice to have the full crop of players to select from. Let's show them what we're about. Trust you guys to make the difference. Go and make me proud. All that shite. Tim Kleindienst up front for them. I think we were going to try and get him on a free actually, but didn't actually realise he'd gone to another team in our league. Pretty big signing. Okay. So, let's see how this goes away from home. Oof, early chance. Looked like Tapia got a save on that, but it was just over from Bogus, who is very good. He's caused trouble in every game we've had against these guys. Here's Jerez to Neto. Out to Araujo. Out to the left to Marcio, who crosses it straight across. Sims does get the header on target, but it's an easy one for Bass to just claim. And 4 minutes in, we've got shots at either end already, so action-packed so far. We're playing the normal formation, so the 4-2-4, tiki-taka, on positive mentality. No special changes, particularly for this game. Dangerous cross into the box there, though, and Angulo's on the edge of the box. Bobadilla works the shot. Oof. Bit of pinball on the edge of the box there. So, pretty busy early on here. Bit end-to-end so far for my liking. V has lost the ball there dangerously, but Marcio now has it. Chance to bring it forward. Uribe to Marcio. Into Jerez. Overlap on the left. Here's Mitai. Uribe. Marcio with a chance to do something. Cuts inside. Big chance. And he bangs it away. That is beautiful. He normally goes on the outside, and this time he just cut in and the space opened right up for him. That is a lovely goal. Maybe it's because Mitai was there, but he absolutely does the defender there. Cuts inside, straight across the keeper to the far corner. Lovely. Just what we needed probably after that slightly attacking start from Cruz Azul, so that is a nice way to get off the mark there. And it's our wingers coming up trumps again, Marcio this time. Lainez was excellent towards the end of the season. They've both been excellent this season. In fact, the whole attacking front four have been just... We scored the most goals in the whole closing stage, so... With 40, I think, across the 17 games, so... Pretty decent, to be fair, from the attacking guys. But they've got a chance here, oof, and that is a decent save there. They're not getting right up into our sort of 6-yard area, which is good, but they are getting a few pops off from the edge of the box. Might just give us a fire up here. I know it won't take effect till after this highlight, but we don't look like the team that's winning here. Oof. What can we do here? Let's see. It's weird because it's obviously the 3-man midfield they've got is just overloading our 2 at times. I don't know really what the solution is. Could possibly drop one of our strikers into the cam position and ask him to be a attacking midfielder. Bogus has got in down the left. Big cross to the back post. We do clear, but they come in again. It's Romero off the bar this time. We're going to have to do something. Lainez with a chance to bring it clear, though. Can we sucker punch them? Simas will get that. What can he do? Nothing, apparently. Right, let's just see what we can do here, because there's definitely an issue. I mean, let's just try the opposition instructions. It might be that the assistant hadn't got the right players marked up. Let's just give it another 10 minutes till half an hour or so. Villa out to Araujo. Lainez on the right. Simas is going to get taken there. Paradela with the foul. Jerez in midfield. Neto to Sakic. Out left to Mitai. Marcio with a chance to run at the defender. Beats his man like he normally does. Across the box. Oh, Simas was waiting for it. Gets a second bite here potentially. But there is a free kick for an offside. Simas was offside. And that looks like a loose ball out, but they've managed to keep hold of it. And here's Paradela out to Romero. Chotard. They've got a good team. There's no getting away from that. Angulo to Bogus. I like this guy. He's very good. Paradela. I don't like this. This looks dangerous to me. Paradela down the left. Working the chance. Chotard. Corner. We're just not getting stuck in enough. Maybe we need to put get stuck in on rather than leaving it on the balanced option. Bogus. Vargas over. I'm certainly not feeling comfortable here. Here's Jerez to Villa. That's slightly risky play there, lads. Mitai to Marcio. Uribe, the big guy. Dawdling a little bit there. Nearly half an hour gone. Neto to Sakic. Araujo. They're pressing us nicely. I mean, they're keeping the press on pretty well, sustained on our defence. Here's Mitai. Still got it. Cuts it back to Jerez. Mitai. Villa. Over the bar on his weak foot. Nice to see us putting them under a bit of pressure. Here's Angulo from left back to Paradela. Oh, Simas, I thought you were getting that, mate. Lainez coming out to Bogus is getting in down this left hand side quite regularly, in behind. And he's got it back here on his right foot. Bobadilla, Shota, Romero. Beats his man. Oh, we're struggling here, lads. We're going to have to do something. Pereira lashes one over. Right, let's make a change here. What can we do? I think the only option really is to try and plug this gap. Which means dropping one of the strikers in out of possession into that cam hole, probably. Simas can do it. Uribe's a massive unit, so yeah, let's leave Uribe up top. Let's have Simas coming back in here as a tracking attacking midfielder. And let's leave Uribe as the... What actually... Yeah, let's just leave him as a centre outlet. He's a big guy, he can hold it up. I'm tempted to put tackle harder on as well. Let's see if that can just make the difference we want it to. Closing that midfield space down a little bit. Hopefully we'll see Simas sitting slightly deeper now. Pressing them. Mitai might have picked up a buck in here. It's not a massively convincing half an hour so far. He's in the book, but Romero's down, rolling around in agony. Let's give him another fire up to get us through to half time. I mean, it's not been a horrific performance from us, but they've certainly been the better team. But from an excellent goal from Marcio. Here's Bogus. Bobadilla. Right, okay, half time. We've made it to half time. They've not... in a positive way. We've not had any attacking highlights from them since we made that tactical tweak. Yeah, I know you're capable of better. Very happy with the solid defensive work. Weren't that bad, but I think you can do better. Yeah, you can make a difference. Right. Let's just refresh these. Yeah, cool. Let's go. Okay. Let's see if we can get a second goal here. Mitai to Marcio. Bit of a straight one there. Bass picks it up. Takes millions of years to kick the ball. But we have cleared it. Simas picks it up in that slightly deeper position, but he's lost it, which is not ideal. And they've played it through. Oof. That's a huge save from Tapia. Big Tim was in on goal there, and he's normally pretty clinical. He's a quality striker. Romero, edge of the box. Angulo to Pereira. Out to Paradea. Shota to Romero. Breaking into the box. Oh, this is not enjoyable watching. Let's give him another fire up. The only other thing I can think to do is just go one up top, Simas, and just bring a third midfielder on and just match them up in that midfield with an actual midfielder. Simas has now picked it up in that position twice and lost it straight away both times, so I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Let's take Uribe off. Let's bring on Cortez and drop him into that gap. And we'll leave Simas up top with no defensive responsibilities as the main outlet. Yeah, let's not go advanced playmaker. Okay, I think that's fairly sensible. Matching them up somewhat. At the end of the day, we've got the home leg to go as well. We've got a 1-0 lead here. Hopefully we can get a bit more possession, get on the ball a bit more. Simas is always dangerous, and we've got the wingers that are in great form. They're liable to create a couple of chances from nothing. Cortez over the top to Lainez. Comfortable one for Bass though. Lainez was offside. But hopefully that possession will start coming back our way a little bit. It's hovering around the same, to be honest. Just wanted to shut those chances down that they were getting more than anything, to be honest. Mitai into Marcio. Back to Mitai into Simas, who's not got a lot of support, but he finds Marcio. Oh, that's a lovely little 1-2 they've done. Oh, Marcio couldn't put it away there. So good. But Cruz Azul are still building out from the back here. Give the lads another fire up. Keep them rigged for this game. Lainez is on a 6.3. I might rest him for the end of the game here. Bring on Butic, who's quite a big unit, so he's like a 6'3" right winger. Hang on, we need to bring on another Mexican. Who else are we going to take off potentially? I think Villa can come off for Flores actually, and then we can bring on Butic on the right. Mitai for Felix, and then we'll leave it at that for now. We have got one left if we need it. Fresh legs. 10 to go. It's been a fairly professional away leg performance here. So far, anyway. Here's Paradea. Tapia watches it go wide, but he wasn't really doing anything if it went in that bottom corner. Bogus is pushing again. Oof, we've scrambled that one clear, but here's Butic on the right. He's gone over the top for Seamas, who's not going to get there. Bass picks it up. You get some random signings in the Mexican League. People you just don't expect to make it over from Europe end up over here. It's pretty insane. There's actually quite a lot of money splashing about too. Here's Felix. 5 minutes to go of regulation time. That's pretty wasteful and not really in line with our tactics. That's a very good effort and a great save. Tapier's putting in some shift here. He's pulled a few out of the top corners. We've got two very tired players on the pitch. Simas up top and Marcio on the left. So I think we should probably take off Simas, to be honest. Gives us that outlet up front. So let's take him off. Bring on the youngster Gutierrez. And hopefully we can see out the end of this game. Dare I say we go cautious and actually let's do it. Cautious and time wasting's coming on in a sec. Proper sweat mode to get over the line here. If we can, I mean we're limiting them to ranged efforts mainly. Oh, worried that was a penalty then, everyone started moving weirdly. Real late bit of pressure here. Paradea, bogus. Paradea, bogus. Over the bar. Right, let's get this time wasting on pronto. Hello, game. Right, that'll do. 3 minutes to survive of the first leg of the quarter-final. Tapier's taken the time-wasting instructions straight to heart here. He's wasting as much time as humanly possible. Jerez is wasteful in possession. I'm not sure why we've started just hoofing the ball away. That's not part of our tactics. Let's tell them to demand more from them here. This isn't good enough. Oh my god, they've hit the bar. Come on, boys. The keeper's out. Let's go. This is one of the least convincing performances we've put in all season. Very odd. Off the back of some great results as well. Very, very strange. Maybe just a bit of an off day, I don't know. Our tactical change seemed to stem their attacking for quite a long period, but now they seem to be all over us again, so I don't really know what the deal is with that. There is a situation when we've got all 5 subs on there where our level of team, the overall level of our team just drops by quite a margin, so quite often towards the end of games when we've got 5 youth players on and a bunch of tiring first teamers, we do start losing the initiative a little bit, but that's a solid result. We go through to the second leg with a win in the pocket and against a favourite. They were the favourites for that game, so that is a decent result. And I'll see you guys for the second leg. Okay, here we are for the second leg of the quarter-final of the closing stage of the MX League season. We are against Cruz Azul. This time it's the home leg. We have one enforced change. Estrada, our multiple-sided winger, who normally starts on the bench, picked up an injury, out for 8 days, so we've called in Edgar Castro, who can play centre-back, CDM, centre-mid. He's actually 2.5-star current ability, so he's progressed in the reserves this year. So it's good to have him on the bench. Him and Cortez give us options in the middle of the park. Bearing in mind we struggled in the middle of the park in the last game, I thought it was good to bring in an extra body for central midfield rather than additional wingers, because we're quite winger heavy in the bench department here. I don't think there's any huge changes from them either. The big guys, Tim Kleindienst still there, Bogus is still there, Bobadilla and Shotar. Yeah, pretty strong team for both of us. Let's get into it. We've got a 1-0 lead from the first leg. Let's go out there and take advantage of home form. Trust you to win this, boys. I haven't changed anything. Like I said, for some reason in the last game it wasn't really working. I don't really know why, but we've not really had issues like that at all this season. So I'm liking to think maybe it was just a bit of a blip, bit of a weird off day, and we will roll with it as is and see how it goes. Okay, so here we go. Underway. It is Cruz Azul against Tigres in the quarterfinal of the closing stage of the Mexican League season. Lainez down the right. Early ball in. Marcio lurking around, hoping for something at the back post there. Let's see. Very risky bit of play out of defence there. Shutter. Let's hope how CDMs can get a bit more on top of this in this game. That's nice. Seamas out to Lainez. He's got Araujo for support. Now it is Araujo into Lainez. Lovely ball into the box, and it's Uribe, the big guy. 6'6" of Mexican muscle. Back of the net, 1-0. 2-0 in the tie. Gives us a nice little comfort. That's a great ball in from Lainez. And Uribe gets up highest. Keeper nowhere near it. That is a nice goal. We will take that. So, kick off for Cruz Azul. Shutter out to the right. He's on the ball a lot, isn't he? Running the show. I don't mind too much. Let's just keep an eye on things again like we did in that first leg. We can always close it down. We've got Castro on the bench this game too. Uribe, brilliant work there to come in and intercept that. Sakic out to Mitai. Marcio on the left into Uribe. Playing some nice balls around here. Mitai goes long. Cuts it back to Marcio into Uribe. Lovely play here. Oh, Jerez gets a shot off, but Barrientos gets down low to save. 3 minutes in, we're putting some early pressure on here. Lainez whips one in. Uribe was there in the mix, trying to get on the end of it. But it's Kleindienst, Sakic, Mitai. Bringing it out of defence. Jerez switches it out to Araujo and then on to Lainez. Being nice and patient in build-up. Neto puts one down line to Lainez. Inside to Araujo. Makes the 1-2. Beats his man near post. Oh, I thought Seamas was going to get there. Araujo goes down, but doesn't get the free kick. And then Jerez snaps someone in the centre circle. No card though. 4 minutes in. It's been a busy 4 minutes. Goal kick for us. The only other tie that's been decided so far is our city rivals Monterrey getting through 5-2. I can't actually remember who they played, but they are through to the semi-finals. Uribe with a chance. It's well saved, and we've got another corner. See, we look a lot more comfortable at home. Don't necessarily think it's the being at home. Just maybe the last game was a bit of a blip, I think. That's nice progression out of defence there. This is nice. Uribe out to Lainez. Seamas has gone down off the ball. Let's hope. Oh, might be an injury. Looks like he needs lengthy treatment, apparently. We do not need this. He's holding his dick, so I'm not sure what's happened to him. He's off the pitch for the time being. We'll see what that's saying in a minute. We really can't risk him. He's going to be so important for these last knockout stage games. We're down to 10 while this is all going on though. But here's Marcio. Beats Pereira but gets snapped. Seamas back on. I think he might be. Jerez with the ball into the box. If Seamas is there, he's got an orange indicator. Sakic hits one. Oh, that's a great save. That looked top bins all day. Does it say anything? I don't know if it tells you anything about the injury now. Oh, it does at the bottom there. Let's wait till this highlight ends to see what it says. Hopefully it's something you can run off and it won't be more than a day or two. Minor niggle. Lainez cutting inside, beats two men. Lovely 1-2 with Seamas. Pulls it back out to Araujo V here. A little bit of a scuffed shot there in the end. Oh, but a corner. Must have taken a deflection on the way through. Missed whatever it said about Seamas. Sakic in defence to V here, dropping into the slot between the centre backs. Uribe, can he hold it up? He's done well there. Marcio's been down the line. Lots of bodies in the box. Oh, Lane's at the back post. I'm not sure how he's missed that. Barrientos playing out to Vegas. Shotar up to Kleindienst. Over the top to Paradella. But well intercepted by Araujo. And we start playing our usual patient way out of defence. Mitai. Uribe, nice link up there from him. Seamas out to Lainez. Not really got a lot of support. He's beating his man though. Lainez. Oh. He's looking excellent again today. Barrientos claims it though, but he's giving it straight to Marcio. He's giving it to Seamas and it's Uribe. What a lovely little ball that is from Seamas through the gap. Cheeky little poke through to Uribe, who's now on a hat-trick. The big guy is on a hat-trick. That's terrible from the keeper, but this little touch here is beautiful. Just right through the gap there. Coolly put away by Uribe, and we're 3-0 up in the tie. This is looking very comfortable now. Let's encourage the guys. They've been excellent first half. Look at the stats for Cruz Azul. 0, 0, 0, 0. That will do nicely. Barrientos on the ball again. Hopefully it's rocked his confidence, that mistake a minute ago. Angulo down the left to Paradella. Lainez snaps him up. Might get booked for that. No, just a free kick. 27 minutes in. Chance for Cruz Azul to challenge our keeper. Bogus puts it back post. Well claimed by Tapia. And it's Neto to build it out. Sakic, can he find the pass? Marcio. Got a bit of a long one there, I'm not entirely sure why we're doing that. But it's left us open here. Got to scramble back. Jerez does well, but then he just boots it clear. And that's a great save. Whoa. Tapia getting down low for a swerving effort there. I still haven't actually read what's wrong with Seamas. I'm assuming he's okay because he seems to be playing on alright, but yeah, I haven't actually read what the message says. I keep getting distracted. Araujo down to Lainez. Over the top, Seamas makes the run in behind. Pulls it back to Araujo. Then Lainez, chance to put it in the box. Jerez, Uribe collects and goes all the way back. What's going on here? Offside. No, we don't actually know what's wrong with Seamas. Maybe it'll say at half time. Bobadilla down the right wing. It's got Sakic for company, which means we've got a gap in the central defence. Bobadilla working a chance. Bogus in the box. Kleindienst pulls out to the edge of the area. We give away a free kick. Araujo has taken a yellow card. Our wing backs love getting booked. Paradella is over the ball. And it's off the post. It's funny because it feels comfortable but also not comfortable. We're 3-0 up in the tie, but there's a weird edge to these games with Cruz Azul. I don't know why. Here's Romero on the right. Mitai has given away another free kick. He may well get booked as well now. Right, let's just fire up the guys because we've slipped off a little bit in the last 5 minutes. Here's Lainez, who's had a very good first half. Viher a bit sloppy there, but that's it. It's half time. Uribe with the 2 goals, putting us in front at the half time break. 3-0 up overall. Yeah, we've created. Let's keep it positive. We've created loads. Let's not forget we're actually the underdogs in this tie, so we've just got to keep it positive. Keep the guys motivated. Motivation manager 26. Here's Angulo to start the second half. That's got to be offside, surely. It is offside. So we have a chance to build out from the back with Neto, who's been excellent this season, honestly. 3.2 million from Benfica. Lovely signing. Simas out to Lainez. Simas is making the run. No, not found him though. Araujo, Lainez. Into Simas. Uribe. Big guy edge of the box. Trying to work it here. Araujo's got the chance to put it in. He does so. Uribe's there and he's got his hat-trick. That should be the tie over at 4-0, I think. That's a lovely bit of play. Nice and patient. Exactly what we're instructing them to do. Araujo on the overlap. Bodies flooding the box. Big guy at the back post. Things you love to see. Although I'm sure we're on low crosses, so I'm not sure it's quite exactly as we intended. You can't seem to get them to do half the stuff this year. Work ball into box is just shoot every time you get near the edge of the box, and low crosses is whatever you fancy, so we're just rolling with it. But here's Romero. Can they get one back? He's done well there. Shotar's just blazed over. The keeper was in the middle of nowhere there. All he had to do was get that on target. Let's just fire up again. 54 minutes on the clock. 3-0 up on the night. 4-0 up overall. And I think we should really consider fitness. So I might take Simas off shortly, along with anyone else that's looking a bit knackered. That's a nice ball in behind, but Mitai is cleared. Kleindienst with a shot. Good effort from the German, but not a goal. Out to Lainez. Switched out to the left to Marcio. He's got an opportunity to run. Mitai cuts inside. Jerez. Marcio gets tackled from behind, but we keep the ball. Marcio again to Mitai. Lots of work coming in down here. Lainez back across to Uribe. Oh, I thought he might get a fourth there. And then Viher gives away a free kick on the edge of their box. Okay, let's just look at the state of play here. We can't risk Simas. Let's get him off. But what I might do... actually, let's go like for like. We're playing well today. We can have the confidence in what we're doing. Mitai for Felix. And we really don't want Araujo getting sent off. So let's bring on Flores. What am I talking about? Diaz is who we need on at right back. What the hell have I done there? Taken off Neto by accident. That's 3 subs. Really, they're the 2 we want to take off, Lainez and Marcio. But I think we give them another 10-15 minutes and do it. Because they're so important. Right. So, a few more youth guys getting some minutes. We'll probably let in goals, I reckon, sadly, but whatever. Here's Felix to Marcio. Jerez. Lovely ball out wide to Lainez. He's got support coming. Here's Viher, but it is cleared. Felix collects into Jerez. Diaz. Viher's going for one. Always drifting wide though. Uribe on a 9.7 rating. He's been excellent this game. Wonder what Arsenal are going to do with him. I don't think he's good enough for the Prem, but I mean, if he gets put up for sale, I might be interested. I'm gutted he chose to go to Arsenal. I mean, why wouldn't you go to Arsenal? But some nice play, but Gutierrez just stops his run for some reason. But yeah, he was something like 9 million or 9.5 million. He's not like a world beater, but as you've seen, he's got his uses. He's the creator. He's the kind of hold-up creator, target forward, play off him, sort of little 1-2s and stuff. Worked really well with Seamas. Seamas has been bagging all the goals for the majority of games. Uribe's got a load more assists, but has shipped in with goals too. Here's Marcio down the left though. See if he can do something else before coming off. He loses it to Bobadilla. Pereira. And Shutter into Bogus. And Romero. He's got support from Angulo. Fimbres, who actually I think we tried to sign, but he chose them instead of us. We've had not great luck in signing good Mexican players. Hopefully that will change if we can do well in this closing stage. Let's do the winger changes very shortly. Jerez to the back post, cleared out to Sakic. He's laid it off to Neto. Uribe's kept it alive. Villa out to Diaz. Lovely run from Lainez. Oh, slightly overhit from Diaz. Which basically sums up Diaz's level, I think. He's just not quite what we need. Marcio's going to come off for Cambron. And Lainez will come off for Delgado. Just update the opposition instructions. And we'll give them an encourage. 20 minutes ago, all the subs used. Some rest for some of our key players. Fully expect we might be under the cosh a little bit for the end of this game. But it might make the difference in the semi-final if we've just got that bit of extra fitness. Okay, Tapia with a goal kick. Goes through the gap to Jerez. Out wide to Delgado. Big switch to Cambron. Both our Mexican wingers combining. Felix into Jerez. And it's a corner. Quite happy for us to run down the rest of this game, just having nice little counters like that. That'd be very nice. It's Barrientos on the ball. Throws it out. Surprisingly, after he gave us a goal doing that in the previous game. Romero on the overlap. Felix with a good clearance. Pereira goes for one. Shotar's just gone off for Morrow. So they're starting to replace some of their better players here now. Here's Delgado for us down the right. He's lost it, but got it back again. And here's Gutierrez. Back into Delgado, who's lost it again for some reason. Left us wide open. Fimbres goes for one, but it's deflected behind for a corner. About 10 minutes away with added time included from getting this one over the line. Here's Romero and Fimbres. There's quite a lot of Fimbreses in Mexico. It's not a surname I'd seen before, but there's bloody loads of them. Felix into Sakic. That is sloppy, and they've got a chance, and they have scored. Hugo Uribe is on our shortlist. So, put a tick next to his name. We'll sign him. Looks like a very good attacking right midfielder. Sneaks in there. Jerez is caught napping. Terrible goalkeeping. Let's give him a bit of a fire up just to refocus them. This is the problem though, our bench is we just hopefully we can do well here and just get some good bodies in. If we can get a couple of 3.5, 4-star Mexican players, it really does make a huge difference to what we can do. I mean, there's plenty of them in the game. We've got everything, every league loaded. There's a lot. There's about 4,000 Mexican players in the database for us to try and sign. And many of them are of a level that will really improve our squad. So it's just about getting our reputation up. Here's Diaz. Oh, sloppy. We've been really sloppy here. You can just tell these players aren't on the same level as our starting 11. But here's Cambran. That's a lovely touch. But the shot is blocked. But that lovely little movement of the body to get around the defender there was lovely. We've been good value for the win in these two ties, to be fair. I think they maybe felt aggrieved from the first leg losing 1-0 when they had a lot more of the ball than us. But they didn't really challenge. They hit the bar once, but other than that, they didn't have a lot of close, high XG chances. And we've definitely been the better team in this leg. But we are under pressure here at the end of this game, as expected, after making all the changes. And we are closing in on the final highlight. This may well be it. From the throw in here. I'm sure we can waste a few seconds, and that is it. We're through to the semi-final of the closing stage of the MX League season. So I'll see you guys next for the semi-final games.